to ground all parts of yourself on your back. And you can bend into your knees if that feels better on your low back. You can take the knees wide or bring the knees together and feet wide. Just give yourself a few slow, deep breaths here. In through the nose. Out through the mouth, let it go. Again, we'll take it in through the nose. And out through the mouth. One last time, just like that. In through the nose, slowly, steady. Open the mouth, let it all go. Letting the breath come in and out through your nose. Notice if you can soften anywhere along the back side of the body here. Maybe that's along the back of your neck. You still feel a sense of holding on there. The back of your shoulders, feel them pressing into the mat. Let your whole self, your whole being be held right here. Just as you are. And all that you carry, let that be held too. Just a few more breaths here to ground yourself in this moment. And then go ahead and start to bend into your knees. Draw them up over your hips. And lift your feet. So you're going to take your feet like you're sitting in a chair, knees over your hips, knees bent at 90 degrees. Hands can come either to your knees or your thighs, wherever you can reach comfortably with your head and shoulders still relaxed on the mat. And feel this sense of pushing and pulling at the same time. So pressing the palms into your thighs and your thighs into your palms. Get longer through the spine, the low back, pressing into the mat. Go ahead and flex into your feet, spread the toes. Feel the breath still easy flow. Beautiful. Keep that intention with your legs. Fingertips will now reach up toward the sky. Press your right foot away just to hover it a few inches over the mat. Left arm extends up overhead, bicep by the ear. This is your full breath in. And as you exhale, everything returns. Take it to the other side. Left leg presses away. Right arm extends overhead. Your exhale draws everything back to center. Continue here with your breath and be mindful that you're not drawing the knees too far in. When you come back in, try to keep them at that 90-degree angle. Really intentional with your movement here. Just a couple more rounds. When you finish on your left side, go ahead and release, hug your knees in toward your chest. Hands can come around the shins or behind the knees, whichever is easiest for you to grab while staying relaxed in the head and the shoulders. Rocking side to side. Good, and then we'll all slide hands behind the knees. Give a little kick with your heels so that you can catch some momentum, rocking back and forth along the entire spine. Coming right into, try to hold Navasana, hold your boat pose as you rock up. If you need to tap your feet, that's totally fine. Just see what you can do as you come up, floating the feet. Maybe you're holding behind the knees, maybe you're taking the full extension. Take 2 more breaths here. Soften into the jaw. Proudly brighten the chest. Low belly draws in and up. Beautiful. Now let's cross over the ankles, hands and knees, and step your feet back to plank pose. Squeezing your legs here, squeezing your arms here, gripping the mat with each fingertip. Feel everything in the body, everything, the whole self, carrying a little bit of the load here. Feel like, especially as women, we tend to feel like we carry the entire load for everyone. For me, that feels like in my jaw, in my neck, and my shoulders. Maybe you feel like you can carry it somewhere else in your body. Feel an exhale, kind of spread and disperse that workload out. Your whole body is here to help you. Your whole breath is here to support you. One more inhale. And as you exhale, hinge the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Go ahead and stretch it out. Find all those juicy parts that feel nice. Come into a stillness here. Nodding the head yes, shaking it no. Feeling the hips hinge back a little bit more, belly toward the thighs. Knees might even be a little bent here. Back of the neck is loose and long. And then we'll come up high onto the toes. Tiptoe your feet all the way up to meet your hands and try to keep your heels really high here. So as you get to the top, as you get to your forward fold, heels are still lifted. And then we'll drop the hips, knees wide. Coming into a little bit of a stretch here. Walk the hands out, bow down. Let the hips and the heels sink back. The head gets nice and heavy here. Breathe into the back of the heart space. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Beautiful. Start to come on up. As you fold, heels will lift, and we'll take a flat back. Fingertips to your shins, long through the spine. Exhale, softly fold. Twice more with your breath. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale. Good, and exhale. Rooting down through your feet, rise all the way up. Squeezing your legs powerfully, reach your hands high. And as you exhale, hands will meet together at the heart center. Eyes might even close here as you settle into your space, into the body here. Feel everything just kind of melt down. Dissolving the tension from your jaw, the back of your head. Sometimes I can feel it kind of in the back of my scalp. And here, if you would like, you can take your hands behind your head, give yourself a little massage using your fingertips. Just take a little tiny circles. Making sure to get the thumbs deep and low, right at the base of the skull where it meets the neck. And then release arms down by your sides. Inhale, sweep hands high to the sky. Exhale, fold to the earth. Inhale, long spine, flat back. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Good, feel this shape in your body. Pause, breathe, and then lower. Check out those elbows, check out the booty. Make sure everything is staying long and within alignment. Open the heart, inhale with integrity. Exhale, downward facing dog, moving at the pace of your steady, slow breath. Good. Take one breath here. Open the mouth, let it wash out. High onto your toes, look toward your hands, and then step or hop your feet in that direction. Flat back, inhale. Exhale and fold. Inhale, rising all the way up. Exhale, chair pose, sit your hips down and back. When you look down, you should still be able to see your toes. It's okay if they're together. It's okay if they're a little bit apart, as long as your knees are doing the same thing. Feel this turning on the outer glutes, the major glutes, and draw the low belly in to drop it in a little deeper. Good, softly drop the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale one last time here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. And as you exhale here, round into the spine, hug your left knee toward your nose. Picking up your left heel. Inhale, step left foot all the way back. Drop the knee. And then just kind of rock it back and forth. You can use your hands on the floor or on blocks here. Just rocking back and forth. Try to keep the hips level here, so we're really opening up the back of that right hamstring and then the front of your left psoas, hip flexors. Take one more time back. Good, and then as we come forward, now we'll heel to that right foot out. Turn the toes to an outer angle so that you can get a little deeper in the hip. Walk your hands forward, drop into the hips. If it feels okay, you can take your lizard down to your elbows, or even tuck the back toes and lift the back knee. Wherever you want to be for 3 breaths. Let them be slow and steady, and no hurry and no rush. Then after your 3rd breath, come back up onto your hands. Step back, plank pose. Try to do so nice and easy. Right foot steps back, lower, open the heart, downward facing dog. Breathing fully in and breathing fully out. Inhale, the right leg comes high to the sky here. Press evenly into both hands. Exhale, step right foot up. High crescent lunge this time. So the back knee will stay lifted. Walk your hands up through the knee and then to the sky. Really nice. Zip up through the low belly, lengthen through the tailbone. Interlace fingers, take them behind your head, and then lean back into your little hammock here. Feel that softness come over the shoulders, nice passive stretch. Breathing into the heart space. And breathing out. Hands to the earth. L stand, stepping up onto your right leg. Exhale again, rounding the left knee in. Left foot to the floor. Chair pose, inhale, hands high, hips low. Good, settle in here. That's good. Drop just a little lower. Feel the weight in the heels. Breath is easy and calm, steady stream. Good, one last inhale. Ready for the other side, exhale, fold. Inhale, here we go. Long spine. Exhale, rounding right knee in toward the chest, the nose, rounding in the upper back. Inhale, stepping right foot back, drop the knee. And again, just kind of rocking it back and forth. Just loosening up the hips, forward and back. And the next time you come forward, we'll heel to that left foot out. And again, your lizard option, dropping the hips forward. You can untuck the toes. You can keep that knee down. Whatever feels good here. Feel the power of your breath. And the ease that it can carry to your whole body here, your whole self. Last breath as you start to come up onto your hands, stepping left foot back, plank pose. Lower as you like. Upward dog. And downward facing dog. Take that long breath here. Open up, let that go. Left leg now high to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Back knee stays lifted. Gently come on up. And then again, we're going to make our little hammock here. Hands interlace with the fingers, drop them behind your head, and then just let the head fall back. Power in the legs, softness in the heart. Take your steady breath in. And then an exhale, we'll release hands to the earth. L stand, right foot picks up. Exhale, round it in. Plant that right foot next to the left. Sit down, chair pose. Big breath. And exhale to stand, hands to heart. Really beautiful. Relax those shoulders, arms down by your sides. Give it a little shake out even. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, high to low plank. Stepping back to flow it through your way. Nod the head yes, shake it no. Breathe in slowly. Open the mouth, let it go. Big exhale. Inhale, right foot to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, reaching the hands to the sky. Beautiful. Let's exhale, warrior three. So hands are going to sweep back. Float that left leg all the way back. Inhale, come all the way up. Left knee is in front. Eagle wrap, left leg up and over. Left arm comes underneath here. So underneath, you can wrap all the way up through the arms or just give yourself a nice big hug. Sit low in the hips. Good. Keeping the arms as you have them. We're going to take a big step to the back. So unwind the legs. Left foot steps to the back. And we're staying this high lunge for a second. Inhale, reach those fingertips high, keeping the eagle arms. And as you exhale, we're going to sweep forward, down, and turn all 10 toes to the long edge of your mat. Wide-legged forward fold. Releasing the arms when you're ready. Take what you need here, some side-to-side action, maybe even a little bit of side deep lunges. Maybe just walking the hands between the feet. Don't forget the breath here. And if it feels like the breath starts to kind of just pick up pace and lose its tempo, take a moment to come back to that ease, that grace that you can give yourself here with your breath. Steady in, steady out. Good. Release hands underneath your shoulders. Lift and lengthen into a long, flat back here. And then exhale, walk it around to the front of your mat. Turn your right toes. Keep your left foot just as it is. And you're going to bend into that right knee. Right hand either stays on the floor or the elbow comes up to the knee. Left arm sweeps forward, extended side angle. Gonna try not to dump all the weight into that right shoulder. Lots of space here. Breathing in, letting go. Let's inhale to reverse and straighten that right leg. Reach it high. Exhale, cartwheel it down. L stand as you step up onto the right leg. Left foot sweeps back. Exhale, round and curl, knee to nose. Left foot to the earth, chair pose. Inhale. And exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach hands high. Exhale to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, long for the spine. Exhale, high to low plank. Make your way to downward facing dog. Nice. Press into both palms. Press into each fingertip. Inhale, left leg sweeps to the sky. Exhale, step it all the way through. Coming up into our high crescent lunge here. Softly through the shoulders. Exhale, warrior three. Sweep those arms, pick up the right foot. Inhale, coming all the way up, right knee in front. Wrapping into your eagle, sit low, low, low. Right arm underneath. Maybe a big hug, maybe you're wrapping the arms all the way up. Sit the hips way back. The whole body is calm. Start to release, but keep the arms, pick up the right knee. Step it to the back. Inhale, lifting the fingertips or elbows. And exhale, let it sweep forward. Turn all 10 toes as you come into that wide-legged fold. And maybe you have a different variation on this side with your arms. You can take them behind your back. You can take them to your outer feet. Maybe upside down. And headstand is here for you. Tripod. Good. Yes. Yeah, take your time. Don't rush it. Just breathe. That looks good. Even if you're just hugging one knee into your chest at a time, you don't even have to send the feet to the sky. You're building endurance, you're building stamina. Breath is calm. Really nice. Yay! Now with control, make your way, feet wide on the mat. Inhale to lift and lengthen, flat back. And then walking it around toward that left foot. Again, right foot stays just as it is. Left toes aim toward the front of the mat. And again, your left hand either is on the floor, a block, or your elbow is on your knee. And then you sweep that right arm up, extended side angle. Shoulder is long and back away from the ear. Here we go to reverse, press down through both feet, sweep left arm high, breathe in. Exhale, cartwheel it down. L stand, right foot sweeps up. Exhale, round it in. Left down. Chair pose, inhale. And exhale, hands to heart, stand tall. Breathing in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, sweep hands high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back, inhale. And exhale, make your way to downward facing dog, taking your time to get there. And from your downward dog, come high onto the toes. And for the count of 10, constant movement, constant breath, we're gonna slowly roll forward to plank. So 10, 9, 8, good, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Same thing, we're gonna lower all the way down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Untuck your toes. Give a little pillow for your forehead, hands underneath, elbows wide. Little shimmy of the hips. Beautiful. So reach your arms back behind here. So they're going to come down by your sides. I'm going to do this sort of vertically. So arms are down by your sides. Feel the shoulders roll into their sockets. The forehead is down, or maybe your lips are on the mat. Your toes are untucked, so you're pressing the tops of your feet into the mat. And then you're pressing the tops of your feet into the mat so much that you can feel that power sort of ripple all the way up the legs, tucking the tailbone, low belly drawing in. And then you open through the chest. You float the shoulders, float the head. Shoulders, upper chest maybe even, and keep squeezing those arms into your side body. Feel a sense of not so much of lifting the head and the shoulders, but reaching the heart forward. Take one more easy breath in here. And slowly release everything down. Bring one ear to the mat. Kind of release maybe a little windshield wiper of the legs. We're going to take one more round here. Begin to line everything up. Chin or lips on the mat, arms back by your sides. And again, you're really squeezing arms so tight that if somebody were to pour some water along your back, that no water would come between your arms and your waist. That's how tight you're squeezing here. And again, from the feet, pressing in, rolling it all the way up, shining that heart forward. Breath is calm. Jaws unclenched. Breathing, lifting, shining the heart. Exhale to release. Opposite ear to the mat, give another little windshield wipe of the legs. Very good. Hands frame the chest. Tuck the toes under. Squeeze here. So we're going to try to lift up to plank without using our knees. So line everything up. Spread the fingers, tuck the toes. Squeeze the legs and tuck the tailbone. Shoulders are plugged into their sockets. Nothing left to do but to just press the earth away. Press as you rise up to plank. Downward facing dog. Big inhale. Open mouth, let it go. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bend the knee and open the hip here. If it feels like wild things in your practice today, go ahead and drop it over and feel that expression of chest and heart wide open. Very slowly, make your way back to three-legged dog. Right leg is high. Good control, yes. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg high. And exhale, setting up for pigeon pose, right knee behind the right wrist. Using any props that you like to support yourself here, including taking the whole shape on your back is a great option. When you're ready, if you're taking it on the face down prone shape, go ahead and release when you're ready. And once you start to release, really aim the front of that left hip down to the earth. And I have really started liking this variation of pigeon that, focuses way less on the shin being parallel to the front of the mat and more on focusing the hips in alignment with each other. So I close the knee joint off. It just feels a lot better. Helps me to stay in that integrity with my hips a little better. And I'm not putting too much gravity pressure on my knee. Find your variation where you can just kind of lay everything down. With yourself here. And all of yourself that shows up. Even when it feels a little unsteady, we can show up for ourselves too. Slowly, last 3 breaths, just purely you and your breath having this experience with your body. And as you start to walk yourself up, use your hands. Right in the chest as you get to the top. Maybe a little shimmy would feel okay to you. And then let's roll to the outside of that right hip. Left leg is going to sweep all the way around. So you're going to bend the left knee and extend the right foot. So left foot is not right up next to the inner thigh. You have maybe an inch or so there. Sit up nice and tall. You can kind of use your arms to kind of help you get this connection of thigh to belly here. Flex that right foot, sit up and breathe in. And then as you exhale, you're going to try to fold forward. And maybe keeping this right here where it is. This is where it's good for me right now, just based on where I'm at in my practice. But you might feel ready to reach both hands toward those toes, hugging this left knee in toward your shoulder, taking your bow. Wherever you are, wherever you go, breathe and be completely wholly there for you. One last breath. And slowly come all the way up. We're going to let that left knee kind of fall out here as we take a twist. Right hand to that left knee. Left hand becomes your kickstand. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe in, wring everything out. That right foot is still active. Make sure you're pulling those toes back toward the shin. Beautiful. One last variation here. We're going to take this left leg and we're going to cross it over. And we're not going to hug the knee upright. We're actually going to let the knee line up with the right knee. I'm going to turn this so you can see what's going on with the foot on this side. So it comes all the way around, tucking next to the right hip. Your left knee is stacked pretty much on top of the right knee. This is a half variation of what a lot of times we do as shoelace pose. But I want to keep that right leg long today, just to focus on the grounding of this left hip, the tugging and hugging in of this right foot. And maybe you kind of allow this self-assist here, hugging that right foot closer to your hip as you reach left hand toward right toes. Folding in. Breathe easy. Beautiful, let's come on up. Option for a little bit of a power move here. Hands can be on blocks or on the floor. Cross with the ankles and see if you can lift your hips. Definitely not something I'm doing in my practice right now, but we were working on it at one point. So I want you to have that playtime here of trying to lift the hips. Maybe 2 or 3 times, give yourself that practice. Good, and then we cross over the ankles. We flow all the way to downward facing dog. And if you want to hang out in that upward dog or even a lazy cobra here, that's going to feel really nice on the psoas and the hip flexors. When you land, take in that breath and then let it go. Inhale, left leg high, breathe. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, sweep. Exhale for pigeon. And again, your variation for your practice. Take it down when you're ready. Steady with the breath. Letting go of the thoughts. And I'm starting to walk yourself up. That little shimmy in. Good, roll it to the outside of your left hip. Right foot sweeps all the way around. Bending into the right knee and extending left leg long. So here we go, taking your variation. I'm hugging in. Flexing into that left foot. Sitting up nice and tall, and if you want to fold and reach for the toes, please do go for that. Stay mindful that you're hugging that right shoulder, or the right knee rather, in toward the shoulder. Out. Inhale to rise up. The right knee starts to turn out, and we take the twist. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind, sit up nice and tall. And again, those left toes are curling back. The whole left leg is active here. Good, beginning to release. And again, here we go. We're just gonna pick up this right leg, squeeze it across here so that the knee more or less lines up over the left knee. You're hugging that right foot toward the hip. Left toes again, still active. And maybe we take the right hand toward those left toes. Notice where you start to collect tension in these more quiet yet still intense shapes. And see if you can just allow a little bit more ease in that space. Might not be 100% gone, but we can just practice a little bit of grace for ourselves. Let's release. Inhale, come all the way up. Both feet come around, nice and long, get a little shake out. Reaching fingertips forward, tuck the tailbone. We're gonna slowly lower all the way down onto your back. When you get there, you can stretch arms up overhead. You can stretch the legs long away from the heart. And then bring those knees in toward the chest. Happy baby here, reaching the hands for the calves, the feet, behind the knees, whatever reaches really comfortably for you so that you can still feel this whole back body pressing against the earth. Releasing as you bring your feet to the mat, knees will stay bent, arms down by your side. We'll just do a little rolling bridge here. So don't worry about coming into your highest, most intense bridge. Just a gentle, easy tuck of the tailbone with your breath. Inhale to roll the hips up. And exhale to easy come down. Inhale to roll up. Exhale down. And just take a few more rounds on your own, just with your breath. After your next round, go ahead and just let those arms come out to a T. Final spinal twist here. You can just let the knees sweep over to one side. Or if you have a favorite twist that you like, you can come into that. And switching to the other side. Taking your time in each side to really feel that release. Good, and then making your way to Shavasana. If there's any last shape that feels necessary here in your practice in your body for today, then please give that to yourself. All the way down to rest. Just as we begin, resting your whole self here. If you would like to stay just as you are, please feel free to do so for a few more moments we have together. And if you'd like to complete your practice with a little pranayama with me, feel free to come on out of Shavasana. You'll start to deepen your breath and wiggle your fingers and your toes. Coming into a seat as you're ready. Again, no hurry, no rush. Right into whatever seat feels good, crossing at the ankles, placing one foot in front of the other. Go ahead and give a couple little sniffs through the nose, clear the passageways. Sometimes if you want to grab tissue, you can do that. And you'll use your right hand. Take your first two fingers, put them into the palm. We'll use the thumb and the ring finger. This is our alternate nostril breathing. So you'll take your thumb and close off the right nostril as you breathe in on the left for 4, 3, 2, 1. At the top, you switch. So you take your ring finger, close off your left and open up the right. Breathing out, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep your hand as it is. Inhale on the right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching at the top, close off the right and open the left. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale on the left. Switch. Exhale on the right. Inhale on the right. And exhale on the left. Continue this pattern, this breath just on your own. A few more rounds here. Let the eyes drift close as you follow the breath in on one side, out on the other. Clearing your own channels, your right and your left hemisphere. Centering in on your own grounding energy, your own axis. Always is there to pull us back, to tether us when we start to flail, when we start to get lost, whatever life is throwing at us. The next time that you are finishing a cycle, you'll be exhaling out of your left nostril. You can just release arms on your sides, in your lap, on your legs, whatever. Close the eyes, breathe in. Open mouth, exhale. Twice more just like that. Breathe in through the nose. Out through the mouth. Last time, all together. Feeling the lips, hands connect together at the heart. Bow your chin to your chest in honor of all the light that there is, the light that you can see, the light that you can't. May it always be guiding us home. Thank you so much for practicing with me. The light in me bows for that light.